It's time for another installment of the KSC Weekly Wrap Up. I'm your host, Evan Frazier. First up, men's soccer. The Lords kicked off the week with a task that can't get much tougher than playing the #1 team in the country at their place. That's what they had to do with Ohio Wesleyan, and the Lords battled to a 1-1 draw with the Bishops. NCAC Player of the Week Andrew Parmalee got Kenyon on the board before the half, and if not for an Owu score in the 78th minute, Kenyon would have been victorious. The Lords put on a goal-scoring clinic at Hiram College, defeating the Terriers 6-0 on Saturday. Tony Amalo and Alistair Flynn each scored a goal and tallied an assist. 7 different Lords players found the score sheet in the win. They are now 12-3-2 overall and 5-0-2 in NCAC play. Women's soccer also drew a win and a tie over the last week of action. In a thrilling double overtime victory over Wittenberg, Maggie Smith cranked the game winner less than a minute into the second overtime session, marking her second goal of the game. The ladies beat Wittenberg 3-2. The ladies were also at Hiram on Saturday, where they tied the Terriers 1-1. Maddie Kim scored her first goal of the season in the 3rd minute of the contest. Women's soccer is still in the hunt for a spot in the NCAC tournament with its 2-3-1 conference mark, but will need wins in their final 2 regular season matches next week. Men's and women's swimming and diving had their first dual meet of the season at Ohio State University on Friday, but both teams came up a bit short. Your defending national champion Lords were beaten by the Buckeyes 186-101. The Lords' lone event win came in the 400-yard freestyle relay, though they did have a handful of runner-up finishes. Freshman Trevor Mance took second in the 200-yard breaststroke and 200-yard individual medley to lead the silver medalist efforts. The ladies suffered a 191-99 setback against the Buckeyes, led by a pair of second-place finishes by sophomore Katie Kastner in the 200-yard breaststroke and 100-yard breaststroke. The 400-yard freestyle relay team brought home the ladies' lone event win. Field hockey took rival Denison to the wire and nearly completed a remarkable upset over the Big Red. Julie Friedman broke a 1-1 tie in the second half with a long-range shot that caught the Denison keeper off guard, but Denison scored a shorthanded tally to level the score and force OT. A little more than 4 minutes into the extra session, Denison's Katie McMahon launched a shot that deflected off a Kenyon defender and into the cage for the game winner, leading to a 3-2 score. Maddie Breschke also scored for the ladies on a penalty shot taken in the first half. Football was back in action against its second nationally ranked opponent in as many weeks with Wittenberg University. After the first 2 drives, it looked like the Tigers were ready to roll to a big victory, but the Kenyon defense, led by Colin Sullivan, slowed down the Tiger attack enough to keep hope alive. However, it was a game of missed opportunity for the Lords as the offense sputtered for a second straight week in a 38-7 defeat for Kenyon. Blake Kelsey scored Kenyon's lone touchdown on an 11-yard reception. Sullivan had 12 tackles, 2.5 sacks, and 4 tackles for loss to add to his nation-leading mark. Kenyon is now 4-4 overall, 4-3 in NCAC play. And lastly, volleyball lost in its home finale on Friday, but made it interesting with Oberlin College. The ladies dropped a 3-2 decision despite having 3 players tally double-doubles in the match. Sierra De Leon posted 13 kills and 10 digs, joining Mary Jo Scott in double figures in both categories. Hannah Shank achieved her double-double the unconventional way with 28 assists and 16 digs. The ladies also dropped a 3-0 decision to Denison on Saturday. Now, let's take a look at your upcoming schedule for the Lords and Ladies. Our last note of the show is one with a campus-wide effect. We here at the Kenyon Sports Connection would like to wish a hearty welcome to new President Sean Decatur, who was inaugurated as Kenyon's 19th president on Saturday. Welcome, President Decatur, and thank you for your support of all Kenyon College and especially its student athletes. We'd also like to invite you to watch our latest production and the KSC's first feature presentation on Lords football player David Brackett being named to the All-State Good Works team. To view the piece, please click on the floating button on your screen and don't forget to vote for David as captain of the Good Works team by going to ESPN.com and searching Good Works to access the link. From all of us here at the Kenyon Sports Connection, we thank you for watching this presentation of the KSC Weekly Wrap Up. I'm Evan Frazier. Go Lords and go Ladies.
you, little Stephen and Joanna around the back of my hotel. Oh yeah.